I was completely lost. As I was growing up, I really didn't know what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a horse trainer, right? I wanted to be a jockey. I outgrew that opportunity. I went from a business major at University of Portland. I was like a history major, and then I went up in just theater. And I invited my dad down to come see me in a play. And we got home that night to the house, and he said, "You are one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my life." Right? And I was like, "I know, Dad." I said, "I can't remember the lines." And he's like, "Why don't you do what you've always loved?" He said, "Every time I'm around, you're cooking a big feast for everybody and you're making a bunch of drinks." I said, "Are you saying, Dad, that you want me to be a professional partier, right? And throw parties all the time?" He said, "Why don't you go back up to Portland and go to culinary school?" So I wound up going to culinary school and I absolutely hated it. And I had to do an internship where it was leave for 6 weeks and go work for free for someone. And I had family in LA. And so my friend helped me get an internship at one of the best restaurants in the country, right? And I was so scared. And I walked into this place, it's called the Citrus on Melrose. And I went in there and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to do my internship." And it was a French run kitchen. Julia Childs, the legendary Julia Childs, would actually come hang out in the kitchen with us. And I was like, "Yeah, you're going to teach me how to do this, this, and this." And they're like, "Shut up, kid." And they threw me in the back room and I peeled asparagus and turned artichokes for a month. And they eventually took me in and started teaching me all the stations. And then they eventually started teaching me, then I started going in early and learning how to do more prep and do this. And within a year and a half, I was a roundsman at this restaurant. It was my fire. It caught my attention. The cooks were so badass and so fast and so tough. They gave us a beer during our little lunch break at 5 o'clock right before service started. That was it. I was like, this is what I do. As long as I was in the kitchen, I was in my zone, right? I'm so fortunate. I found the job that I love.
Yeah.
Now I open restaurants and create things and I work with chefs who are better than I was. And I just love it.